Okay, last week I had this incredible back pain. It's never happened before, and it came out of nowhere. I was just laying in bed, and then I went from I couldn't get comfortable to I couldn't sleep till I couldn't move. And the next morning, it was worse. And by that night, I had to Google, is lower back pain a symptom of coronavirus? Because I was dry heaving. I was nauseated from the back pain. And around 12:30 that second night, my phone rings. And it was just like, Nick, are you okay? I feel like something's wrong. It was my mom. And I didn't want her to worry. So I was like, yeah, everything's fine. I'm just a little tired. And she was like, really? Because it doesn't sound like that's all there is. And I was like, no, 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 I'm good. I just need to get some rest. I'll be a lot better in the morning. And she just says, well, if you change your mind, give me a call. We'll be here. And yeah, I don't know what made my mom call when she did, but it was one of those cosmic moments where you don't wonder if God exists, but you just wonder how and in what capacity. Or at the very least, you think about the role of spirituality and universal vibrations. And I know like it's not unique with me. Like we've all had similar moments, these sort of acts of providence. I mean, it wasn't a miracle. The laws of nature weren't temporarily suspended or anything like that. But I do wonder where these moments come from, like these connections. And I do think that these metaphysical manifestations are nurtured in the physical world. Like for example, I'm here telling stories and sharing my writing, and I don't know if I'd be here if it weren't for my mom's interventions. Like I remember my sophomore year, they announced that they were going to be doing AP English for juniors and seniors. And I wasn't going to worry about it. I was cool with just doing honors, but my mom insisted on it. Like she didn't yell or anything. She just kept bringing it up that summer over and over. And about a week before classes started, I was like, okay, I'll do it. And had I not, would I be here now? Maybe, but maybe I would be here as a lesser version of myself. I know that there's no way to know for sure in this life, but it's impossible not to think about that. I remember in fifth grade, like writing a poem for my mom's birthday, and it was the first thing that I ever wrote that I was proud of, and it was on the fridge forever, and it was objectively terrible. Subjectively, from my mom's perspective, it might have been okay, but I think even she would admit that any poem that has the words pretty, great, and neat in the same lines probably isn't a very strong poem. But again, I think it takes more than fertilization for things to bloom. Nature must get nurtured. Whether we're talking floral carnations or familial connections, you need that nudging, that encouragement, that protection. Like when I was a baby, on Fridays, my dad would hang with his friends and after work. They'd play cards, whatever. Also, about a mile from where we live, some folks would have KKK meetings. And anyway, whenever my dad went out, he would always call on his way home. Well, one night, he didn't call. And at our front door, like someone's jiggling at it and opens it, and these footsteps are coming down the hallway. And my mom says from the bedroom door's closed, she says, William, if that's you, you need to say something right now. My dad goes, hey, it's me. Sorry, I didn't call, but it's me. I'm here, you know. And he opens the door, and there was my mom on the bed with me in one hand and a 22 in the other. And, I don't know about these, uh, universal vibrations and these metaphysical things that happen in our world, but I do know that, uh, our moms are there to take care of us, whether in the physical world or the spiritual world. Whether we're little kids or adults, they're there for us in the middle of the night.